Is Call of Duty a sport? Ever since the X Games, people have been asking this on Twitter, Facebook, Q&As. You guys already know. You've probably seen this question a million times if you guys follow competitive COD or anything similar. So I decided I'd make a video about it since it is a pretty debated topic and it'd be pretty interesting for you viewers. So, to start off, there's two sides of this argument. First of all, you could say, obviously, well, Call of Duty's a sport, or you could say it's not. Now, how most people define sport is something that requires brain power, mental skills, physical skills, and effort. Now, obviously, Call of Duty would not fall into this category since it's not physical. Now, another highly debated topic is whether chess is a sport. And chess is a great example of this because it too, like Call of Duty, isn't doing anything physical. And no, you can't say moving your hands around or moving your thumbs on a joystick is physical. It's really not. You can't even put up that argument. So in chess, the game of chess, if you guys haven't heard of it, you're an idiot. I'm sorry, but everyone's heard of chess. So anyways, in the game of chess, what you're doing is you're moving pieces around in a strategic fashion to try to checkmate your opponent to end up winning the game, right? And a lot of people try to debate that chess is a sport, and like I said, that's the only problem here, is that it's not physical. And if chess was physical, yes, for sure, 10 out of 10 it's a sport. But since it isn't, it obviously has a lot of controversy. So let's take a look at one side of the argument, in the sense that even though it's not being very physical, it is using your mental powers and is still very competitive and highly played upon to win. So I want you guys to tell me what you think right now. Does a physical sport differ from a mental sport? Are they the same thing? Is a mental sport even a sport? I don't know. I want you guys to tell me right now in the comment section down below. Now, I decided I'd leave this part to the end, but if we actually look at the dictionary definition of sport, now if we look at the actual dictionary.com definition of sport, it says it's an athletic activity requiring skill or physical prowess of often a competitive nature, as racing, baseball, tennis, etc., etc. So, athletic, okay, let's go look up athletic. Athletic in the dictionary is physically active and strong, good at athletics, or sports. So, unfortunately, it has to wrap back around to sports, but that means it has to be physical. So pretty much, since a sport needs to be athletic for it to be considered a sport, and athletic is defined physically, Call of Duty can't be defined as a sport, since it's not physical. All you're doing is using your mental powers to strategize, and you're using a skill to try to win the game in the end. So, although it can't be classified as a sport, it is a highly competitive game which tons of people play. But what do you guys think? Do you think you like it being at the X Games? Do you think you don't like it? For me, even though I think it probably shouldn't be, I'm a big fan of it being at the X Games because it means huge for the Call of Duty scene, the community, the internet. Everything would just grow exponentially with Call of Duty being at the X Games, on TV, etc., etc. Another big thing I want to talk about in this commentary is the YouTube terms of service issue. Now, from the time I did the last commentary about this, a lot of things have been sorted out. I figured out a lot of new things. So, first off, I just want to say this. My channel is in good standing. It's not breaking any terms of service from YouTube. It's respecting all the policies, which is amazing. Like, I'm so happy that my channel isn't going to get terminated. I was actually pretty scared. I didn't want to lose my channel. That would have been horrible because I spent so much time on this channel, and to just all that go just to complete waste, that would just be horrible. So I'm very, very glad that didn't happen. So let me basically give you guys a rundown of how all the rules work. Now, if you guys are a fan of Scarce's channel, which I'm sure like 90% of you are, since most of you probably came from his channel in the first place, basically he's been talking about in a couple recent videos about the terms of service. So I just suggest you guys go check that out if you haven't seen it already. And pretty much, let me just give you guys a basic rundown of what's been going on. So, giving people shoutouts, linking people in the description, that's all fine. That all coincides perfectly with the YouTube terms of service. That's all fine. What YouTube has a problem with is giving people like pretty much ads before the video, or giving people promotion in your videos in which they've paid for. So pretty much it's like a separate ad service parallel to Google ads. That's all Google doesn't want. They just don't want other ads taking over and putting Google ads, which Google makes a ton of money from. They don't want that to be secondary. They want that to be the overpowering and primary focus of ads on YouTube. So as long as you guys are doing that, so if you're not selling promotions, likes, comments, that's against the terms of service as well. So as long as you're not selling any promotions or ad space on your videos, you should be fine. So What I suggest you guys do though is tweet at spam404 online, because it's better you tweet at them and then they tell you if your channel is right or wrong, rather than somebody else tweeting at them and then boom, you're terminated and there's nothing you can do about it. So I suggest you guys go do that if you're concerned about your channel status. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching the commentary, guys. Make sure to leave a comment whether you think Call of Duty is a sport, what you think about this whole terms of service issue. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.